So this is a much newer game releasing, I think just last month, right? June 2019. I've had countless requests to do a video on it, so here I am making good on my promise to always do videos on games that you guys want me to do videos on. Seriously though, like, how good does this game look? How good are these character models? Whoa, those are some very, very large assets employed by Nexon. Kudos, Nexon, you guys have done good. Overhit is an incredibly beautiful, like, no kidding, this is probably one of the best looking games I have ever seen on mobile devices, turn-based RPG hero collector. There are over 120 heroes in total that you can collect, each with their own unique abilities and characteristics. The game is powered by Unreal Engine 4, so you can understand why it looks as good as it does. I haven't really played any mobile games built on Unreal Engine 4, so this was a nice surprise to me. Since Overhit is a turn-based RPG, an RPG specifically, you can be sure that a lot of the game revolves around the story aspect. There are chapters that revolve around different stories, and various battles take place in each chapter, each furthering the story overall. Each chapter is filled with full voice acting and fully rendered cutscenes, which makes them that much easier to digest. But there is a lot of story to get through, so if story isn't really your thing, then actually pretty damn good. There is an auto combat function that has your character cycle through auto attacking and occasionally using a skill here and there, but most of the time you're actually engaged in deciding what skill to line up at which time. You have healers, support characters, tanks, archers, mages. You have heroes that have powerful AoEs, poison, single target immobilizations. Like, there's so much you have to be aware of when fighting that just letting your heroes autoplay is 100% counterproductive. Since Overhit is a hero collector though, you can be damn sure that there is a lot of customization for your party to be had. From swapping out different heroes for different situations, to upgrading them via the ritualistic sacrifice of other brave heroes, to simply leveling and gearing them up. All of this improves their base combat power that affects your overall chances of success in battle. Nope, not at all. Upon clearing chapter 2, I unlocked PvP. Finally, I figured. I barely ever managed to make it to PvP in mobile games because it's always locked behind some absurd level requirement. But the PvP was unfortunately not enjoyable at all. The PvP was just so unbalanced that I'd say it was laughable, but I cried a little inside. It made me want to curl up in a fetal position and just give up. But nevertheless, I pressed onwards. You're limited to how many times you can enter PvP matches, so I was determined to win one. But alas, as you can no doubt see by what is going on in the background, Lady Luck was not on my side. I went up against people with comparatively equal rating to me, even lower rating than I was, and they were just destroying me before I could even get off any skills. When I finally did manage to get a skill off, I did such an obscure amount of damage that I hardly saw their HP decrease. That was the last time I tried PvP. It was so disgustingly unbalanced, and it left no impression of it getting any better. No, unfortunately not. I mean, from what I could tell, you had the option to equip a costume over your character to change their default appearance, which is a form of customization, yes. They were selling bikinis in the store, which I'm sure a lot of you guys already purchased, so. But actual character customization in the way of creating your character? No. Since it's a story-driven RPG, you play as a predetermined, already established main character with a backstory and friends, meaning you have no real control over how your character looks or what your personality is, which is a shame, but I'm alright with that. Honestly, with how good the characters look, I would have loved to have made my own hero though. Overhit is a damn beautiful looking game, perhaps the most beautiful game I have seen on mobile devices. It has some fantastic turn-based combat that really doesn't promote the use of auto combat or auto anything. It has you actively involved in exactly what's going on and requires you utilize strategy and pre-planned battles ahead of time so you don't end up like I did in PvP. Speaking of which, I absolutely loathe in this game. It might improve as the matchmaking ranking puts me up against crappier and crappier people, but in the meantime, when I am limited by how often I can enter daily, yeah, No thank you. The story-driven gameplay is fantastic. I love games that are story-driven. They provide a reason to play it, a reason to continue playing it. You want to see what happens next. You want to see the game to its conclusion. It helps you build bonds and a sense of attachment to the world you're playing in. Overall, I had a pretty good experience. I enjoyed myself for the most part. I think it's a pretty fun game. But that is just my opinion, my first impression of the game. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it? Will you try it out, or do you even want to? Let me know in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.